Hi, surprise! A little while ago, I made a little announcement that I wasn't going to go live this morning because I really wanted to take advantage of the early morning light to do a tutorial video outside this morning, a styling video. But man, I got out here too late for this time of year. I came out here at 9, which is when I normally go live. Should have been out here at 7:30 or maybe 8 o'clock, but it's way too hot, and turns out that my wrist just isn't ready to do demonstrations of any kind. I took the brace off so that I would look normal in the video, and first of all, I couldn't even get the sweat to stop pouring off my face even with a fan on, and I couldn't get my hand to work properly. It was, it was one of those things that was a complete disaster. So instead of just not sharing it all today, I decided to go live for a couple minutes. So obviously this wasn't scheduled, so nobody saw that this was coming. If you have notifications turned on your YouTube channel, you'll probably get notified that I'm live, but we'll figure it out. Hi Donna and Deborah. For a video to turn out so disastrous, I figure the only way to go today is up from here. It was a complete and total chaos, and I've been making videos for a long time. I very rarely say that. Hi Lori, Donna, Marianne, Marga, good morning everybody. But sometimes there's just so many variables that just aren't working in your favor. I'm really tired of having a sprained wrist, I'll tell you that. Hi Coco. It's really putting a damper on my entire handcrafted business. Good things there's other things I can work on when that's happening, but it's been really scary and really challenging. Hi Joan. Hi Karen. I can't even get hold on a second. Let me dry the sweat out of my eyes. I know that sounds gross, but hey, that's real. I thought I was going to feel more composed, and I don't feel more composed yet, so sorry about that. Hi Diane, hi Carrie. I will say, this is what I like about live though. I do like the good, bad, and ugly of live, and I do like sharing the underbelly of the behind the scenes with all of you. I find that interesting when people that I follow share with me, the challenges behind the scenes. I don't know, it makes the finished product more special to me. And I also love seeing the human side of things. How did I hurt my wrist? That's a great question. So remember these poles that I made for my ivy wall? I filled them with cement, then filled them with rocks and potting soil, and then added 2 by 6 feet 2x4s inside. They're about 50 pounds a piece, and somebody knocked 3 of the 4 down the other night, and when I went to lift them back up and fix everything the next day, something popped in the side of my wrist, and it's definitely getting better every day. It's better than the day before, but I'm not better yet. So especially since I rely so much on my hands and my wrists for my handcrafted business, that it's really, really important that I don't rush my recovery and make sure that I'm perfectly healed before doing tutorial videos again and making patterns again, which is why I felt so much pressure to do a styling video today, so that I'm still creating content. But I swear everything went against me this morning trying to do it. 9 o'clock was too late. I will have to try to do it again, like at 7 o'clock or maybe even 8 o'clock, but 9 o'clock was way too late. It was way too hot out here. I couldn't control the shine on my face or the dripping sweat even with a fan, and I honestly couldn't maneuver styling with my wrist today either. So back to square one, but that's okay, because it's life, right? You figure out what you can do with what you have when you have it, and when you know better, you do better, and when things don't work out, you shake it off and move on. These are really, I know they're all cliches and they're all phrases, but they're really, really important. And how we handle and how we juggle the things that aren't perfect are probably one of the most important lessons in life, and one of the things that define us as human beings and define our character more than anything else. It's not how you handle the good stuff, it's how you handle the challenging stuff that makes a difference. So that's why I decided to go live this morning, because I figured if I'm going through it, chances are a lot of you or some of you are too, and you might have needed those words of encouragement this morning, because it's okay if things don't work out. Yes, there's plan B, there's plan C, there's plan Z. And when you get done with plan Z, then you can go AA, BB, or you can go AA, AB, AC. You could go on and on and on. So there is nothing wrong with things not working out the first time. Another example, we learn better through our mistakes as well. So whether you're applying that to cooking, crafting, relationships, your self-relationship, whatever, or what I was doing today, I learned a lot this morning. I learned 9 o'clock is too late for recording videos in the sun, among other things. So if you are here, good morning, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the Kristin Omdahl Show. This is episode 1052. I was not going to go live, and then things fell through and I decided to go live, so surprise. If you have questions for me, let me know. I will be sharing some more photos today of the crochet bundle that I was promoting yesterday. I'll be promoting it all week. It's a combination of 40 summer crochet patterns that are 90% off, and I'll be sharing that in another post here on YouTube later today. I've been sharing it on Instagram and Facebook today as well. Sent out an email about it yesterday. I have another no, I don't have another announcement this morning. I have secrets that I can't share this morning. I also chased down deliveries all day yesterday. So for some reason, between the mailroom, my driveway, the front office, and missing were the 4 options of multiple packages yesterday. And unfortunately, some of them were quite heavy and I had issues with my wrist, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I know I'm sitting in the shade here, but I'm just so hot. It's extremely hot and humid out here this morning. I did get my plants put back up from the storm. I can show you those. We want to see some plant progress? I can do that. So turns out these pots I need to drill holes in. Look at that. Those poor things are drowning in water from the tropical storm. This one's doing fantastic. This mandevilla is vining very well up the wall. This one is not, and I have no idea why one is and one isn't. I should probably clear this stuff. I don't know. I have no idea what that is. At least figure out what it is. If not, get rid of it. My spider plant seems to have survived the storm very well. This is the one that's a 5th generation in my family. Very, very, very old spider plant. What's that? So close to a 100-year-old plant. Amazing. This is the cutting from the plumeria tree at my old house. It's doing very well. Got lots of leaves on there. Some chicks and hens down there, also in a pot that needs repotting because there's no irrigation in it. Here's a pineapple that I'm growing from the top of a pineapple from my local farmer's market. This is an avocado tree, started from an avocado pit, also from my local farmer's market. Here are my orchids, not doing great, but I need to repot them. And then my little cactus down there, cacti are doing well. Got an ivy here that needs a plant stand. It needs to be up high so that those vines can dangle down. My hanging orchids seem to have survived the storm okay, but they don't look great either. And then another chicks and hen, and then these wild prickly pear cactus here. Still only see 1 pear on it, no flowers, but that's okay. But overall, it looks like my plants survived the storm, and I got everything put back up today. Like I said, there's just a few things that I've noticed that I need to fix. I need to drill some holes in the side of those buckets because those poor plants are going to drown in all that water that they got from the storm. Woo! Oh my goodness. Did you hear that? So there was a bee that flew by between me and the camera, flew right into the NO fan, flew right into it, bounced out or bounced through, survived, and flew off. What in the heck kind of sign is that? Isn't that crazy? Wow. That was weird. Does anybody have any questions for me? Yes, Yvette, I like that too. Being here behind the shed gives me some privacy from the driveway and from all the other close quarter neighbors. I feel like, especially with my little ivy wall and my plants and the umbrella and the shed, I feel like I have a little bit of privacy back here, which may not seem like a big deal to most people, but I'm not used to living in this tight of quarters with your neighbors 10 feet away on all sides. It's very condensed in here compared to how privately I was living where I lived before. And so it's just taking an adjustment for me. I'm glad that it's quiet here in the summer. Most of the snowbirds have gone back north for the summer. But it's an adjustment to get used to having no privacy whatsoever. So just, it's a process, and I'm just lucky that I was able to find this little nook behind the shed. I'm very lucky about that, because not all driveways here have this area. So I feel like I really lucked out with getting just the right spot. So what's interesting is that I'm on a corner, so it means I don't have side yard, but I have a wider section behind the driveway. Think about it, if you have a square, this would be the whole community, and you have plots all along the perimeter of the wall, they'd all be straight, right? In the corner, they'd be on an angle, so it's narrow at the front, narrower at the front than other spots, but wider in the back because of the shape of a square. It's a wedge, so it gave me this tiny little, this little extra space back here, and I do love it. Yeah, so sorry about the mix-up this morning. I no sooner made an announcement that I wasn't going to go live this morning because I wanted to do a video out here, and the video completely fell apart. Like, I couldn't control the heat, I couldn't control the sweat, I couldn't get my wrist to work the way I wanted it to work, and it was just a complete disaster. And I said, you know what, today's not the day. I've just felt so much pressure to create content when I can't crochet, I can't knit. I'm so restricted with this brace on and not wanting to make tutorial videos with the brace on, that I felt a lot of pressure to do a different type of a video today. And wow, just what a lesson to learn. Don't do things because you feel pressure to do them. Do things because you feel inspired to do them. Like, hello. There's a lot of lessons to be learned in this morning, and that's why I wanted to go live, because especially when I'm stressed out like this, I feel like I'm more vulnerable and I'm able to share a little more of the underbelly of things with you. On a good day, I'm really more upbeat and talking about things from a different perspective, and there's a lot to be learned from someone feeling humbled by making mistakes and things not working well, and still trying to look at the positive side of things and still trying to move forward. So I felt like I had an opportunity this morning to show you that vulnerable side of when things don't work out, how you really do have to just keep going, and figure out plan B and figure out a way to still be positive and still move forward. So I figured this was a good opportunity to share that vulnerable side of things. Oh, Karen, that sounds lovely. Yes, that does sound lovely. Unfortunately, one of the packages that I was waiting for all day yesterday until 8 p.m. last night that never arrived could still arrive today. So I can't leave, but very tempting. Maybe one of these days soon I will take an afternoon off. I just had a bug go in my mouth, sorry. I dry my face off one more time. Whoops. Boy, it's getting hot out here when even the fan is just blowing warm air at you. I just dropped my butterfly clips. Yeah, I was so excited to do a scarf tying video today, but my goodness, if that didn't blow up. anyway, got lots of other things I can work on when I go back inside and back to my office. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, I have a lot of secrets that I can't share today. Lots of exciting things coming up soon. Not much I can share today except that crochet bundle that's 90% off. There's a lot of really wonderful patterns in there for summer, including amigurumi and bags and hats and beautiful crochet tops for summer, garments, shawls, some Afghans, all summer themed things and lace. So beautiful, 90% off. You can find the link in an email I sent out yesterday, in a blog article in the news section of my website. I can't remember if I shared a link here in posts on YouTube this morning. If I didn't, I can share it when we're done here. Shared it on Facebook. It's good for all week till Friday. It comes with some extra bonus materials, and you're entered to win prizes every day. Also, there's a prize given every day during the 5 days. It's really cool. All the prizes are from DMC. All right, I don't know about you, but I am so looking forward to closing my eyes for 30 seconds. So I'm gonna take my glasses off and close my eyes. If you feel like trusting me and closing your eyes with me, I won't leave you hanging. I will let you know when I open my eyes up as well. I'm gonna count in my head to 30, and we're just gonna take this time to listen to the birds, disconnect our eyes and our brain for a little mini break in the middle of the day, starting now. Okay, I think that was just a little over 30 seconds. I heard some birds and I definitely felt a little calmer than I felt before I did it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thanks for joining me this morning. I know it was a little crazy today, not properly planned, and maybe a little bit of a surprise, but I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes with me. Whatever happened to the knitting group at Panera? Lots of things, Joan, including schedule changes, then COVID, and just not working out for my schedule anymore. All right, thank you all so much. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.